some things in life, God sent things in life as a message. You know what I'm saying? But look, Kai, use this as a lesson, use this as your testimony, use this as, you know, the thing that's gonna build your character. You know, you transition into a more mature aspect and a more outlook with your content. And I think this right here is that stepping stone. You know, you gotta be optimistic. This right here is your stepping stone to transitioning into becoming a different person, right? So look, Kai Cenat, when you do decide to return, take as much time you need to, my nigga. You don't invest a whole lot into this girl, emotionally, financially, all that, right? You don't put a lot into her. So look, when you do come back, we're gonna need you to make this your opener. When you come back and you bounce back from this shit, my nigga.
Hey, FDO, FTL, first day out, bitch. Fuck the feds, walked out the jail. I saw 6 phones. I just got out the bunk bed, 3 million cash. Can't fit in my hand, then sit some on my head.
You gonna tell them bitches?
Put that pussy on me, bitch.
Bitch, I'm fresh from out the feds.
I say
fresh from out the feds, baby. Come put that. Kai, that's what you gonna have to do. Kai, you gonna have to make a run, a return. FDO gonna have to be an intro. The first scream you come back, FDO gonna have to be an intro. You gonna have to you might have to run that shit like 10 times before you like really settle in to your first stream, my nigga. But look, all this right here is outright embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? I'll be honest. This entire situation is outright embarrassing. I'll be real with you. Right?
Club and
so I remember this clip like way back. And I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of times you would be like, shit, like why niggas like Duke and Kai or Duke and like the rest of these niggas ain't like try to give Kai a heads up, you feel me? But like when you think about it, bro, as guys, one thing we gonna do is let our homeboy know what we might see on the surface and just be like, gang, do you really want to proceed with this? If bro on some optimistic shit thinking he can change your hoe into a housewife or whatever the case is, or he ignoring the red flags, gang, honestly, the best thing you can do as a homeboy is just let your boy learn the hard way. If he ain't seeing the signs that you trying to like help him see, you gotta learn him. You just gotta let him learn the hard way. So when he learn and he come back to you, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And I just think that's the situation Duke them niggas was in. They probably seeing a few red flags. They probably seen a couple things that just had them like, gang, I ain't gonna lie, she ain't the one. But you know, as men, we ain't like these bitches, bro. Like a girl that have a group of single friends and she the only one in a relationship, and you know what she gonna do? You know what they gonna do? They gonna talk their way out of, talk her out of being in a healthy relationship so she could be in the streets with them. You know what I'm saying? As men, we don't do that type of shit.
we was all in the club and we seen from across the club a nigga talking to my homeboy girl. Your girl ain't faithful. Nigga, I walked off. Listen though, I walk off, go to the bathroom, come back. Cause that shit hurt me. That shit hurt me right here, nigga.
And you would probably have that conversation with your dog, and that nigga probably looking at you like you tripping. You know what I'm saying? But you should have taken a picture of the situation, Duke. I ain't gonna lie, you should have taken a picture of the situation.
Easier for me to just get through life alone. Now it's easier for me to just get through life alone. I'm just gonna get you a new purse.
She done came up off the boy, dog. She done came up off the boy. She done came up off the boy financially and everything, boy. Now she can live the life she really wanted to live with the dream nigga. Y'all remember the video of the dream nigga that she customized on that one stream? She had that one dream nigga.
I'm just not gonna get you a new this. I'm just gonna get you a new that. And it's like, yeah, like that stuff be cool because it's like, okay, now like I got it. But it's like, no, I just really wanted somebody that was there to just listen and just, you know, somebody I could open up to. Now.
See, that's the thing though. Like, what the conversation? See, that's the thing. Like, this sound like a conversation that they should have had that she never vocalized, and she probably was waiting on him to pick up on it. Which, granted, everybody perspectives is two different perspectives, gang. Everybody perspective is two different perspectives. He might not be seeing it, and that's for you. And you supposed to have to do diligence to be like, listen, baby, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like there's a little lack of communication in some things that's important right now, and I'd be more pleased if you make a little bit more effort and making up in certain ways, or like communicating and open up. Like, you got, like, I ain't no relationship type nigga, but I feel like if the day I decide to sacrifice myself with one girl, then fuck it. That's what I expect the conversation's supposed to be like once it's time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta have that communication. You feel me? And not because I ain't in a relationship or I don't believe in a relationship, that means I don't know how to communicate with girls that I talking to. You feel me? Like, you gotta be able to do that. It sounded like they wasn't having those conversations, bro. And she just wait until, they are not together no more to bring it to the internet and be ready to tell y'all, like, she was holding this in her back pocket as as an old reliable, like, look, I like mentally, these hoes, they check out mentally. Mentally, she was probably already out of the relationship. Now she just, making sure that when certain things ain't making sense, she ain't gonna put in the effort to try and communicate, to be like, look, baby, look, we gotta like try to push through this, like, here's where I feel like you lacking, or you could improve right here, and he could be like, here's things I feel like we could both improve on. Nah, you just probably leave that nigga high and dry until the relationship was like, bro, it don't even make no sense. And then you come to the internet like, he ain't never did this, he ain't never did that. Kai probably like sitting back like, bitch, we ain't never had this conversation. Tell you, boy, these women evil as shit. These bitches evil as shit.
This car.
Yes, but I'm making you drive it because I'm
no, you're not making me.
I'm letting you drive it.
No, you're not letting me.
I'm allowing you.
No, you're not allowing.
I'm letting you.
No, you're not. I wanted to drive this car.
Oh, baby. Oh, hell no. What? Oh, what?
Oh, you couldn't, like, tell me no.
Oh. Pull this over right now.
Bro, as a nigga with a 2020 IQ, when it comes to like scanning disrespect, listen, this right here, y'all niggas ever see your home, like y'all niggas ever hear when they be like, motherfuckers are trying sneak diss you in a joking way or whatever, or they hate on you in a joking manner? This right here is like equivalent to that. Like, she know this nigga Kai Cenat tender as shit for, you know what I'm saying? Kai Cenat tender. Like, I ain't gonna lie. We all been in those situations, bro. You always gonna have that one girl you gonna be tender for. Like, you have a 20 girl roster, but there's always that one person, right? You gonna always have that one girl you gonna be tender for, you gonna show up for, you gonna be there for, you gonna look out for. Like, you would damn near let 2-3 years go by and see if you could try and like make shit work. Like, you gonna have that one girl you might be tender for. You know what I'm saying? She gonna get different treatment. That's all I'm just trying to say. But, Kai in a situation where he tender his shit for his girl, you feel me? And she just ain't appreciating it. So she think that she could push him over, and she probably did, right? So this right here is her just kind of throwing at him like, listen, I just have it my way. Like, whatever I want to do, whatever I want to, like, however I want to do it, I'll just go ahead and do it. And you ain't gonna say shit. That's basically what she just saying to this nigga. And basically in a nutshell, bro, she's saying like, listen, I can have my way and do whatever as I please, and you just gonna let me go ahead and get away with it, right? But this is her jokingly or subliminally throwing the shade or throwing a shot, right? But when you in love, there's certain things or red flags and things you're not paying attention to, right? But everything, like, hindsight 2020. Kai gonna look back at this maybe tomorrow or tonight and be like, damn, this bitch really had me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Kai might look back at this clip like, this bitch had me fucked
What?
up.
Oh, what?
You. Oh, you couldn't like tell me no.
Oh, pull this on.
Kai might look back at this like, who the fuck is, bro? Who shorty thought she was talking to, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? That's why we say it builds character, right? And this with DDG coming saying some real shit. It builds character.
Like fuck around and like, yeah, make you smarter for the next girl. Like, it's okay to like fuck around and like go through something with a girl or whatever, because all it does is make you better for the next girl. At the end of the day, none of this shit is real. And I always say this about relationships is one thing you got to understand. Every relationship ends. And I know it's very dark, but even if you with a girl for the rest of your life, when you die, you think she ain't gonna fuck nobody else, or you think she ain't gonna talk to nobody else, or you think she ain't, you know what I'm saying? Think she gonna flirt with nobody else? That's just not how it go, bro. It's like you gotta appreciate people for what they aim your life for. You gotta appreciate people that you share.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, like the realest thing, like one of the realest things I heard, gang, is, you know, some people in your life for a reason and some people in your life for a season. That's just what it is, bro. You know, you're gonna have some people in your life that make a huge impact. They're gonna probably help take you to the next level, and that could just be them. It could be a girl that could probably see the potential in you that you might have never seen in your life, and she might have made the biggest impact to help you, you know, uplift you and help you believe in yourself, put batteries in your back, or support you, right? She was in your life for a reason, a purposeful reason. Y'all might not work out, but guess what? She uplift you, and you might have uplifted her too, right? And you got some people in your life, they just there for a season. They just come and go. Like, they serve no purpose. They ain't really, y'all just might have hit the club a couple times or whatever the case is. Fuck some hoes together, whatever the case is. I don't know. Nothing too crazy, but you know, they were just in your life for a short period. You got some people in your life for a reason and some people in your life for a season, gang. And relationships, the best way, I think the best way to get over relationships is never villainize the next person. I'll be real. Don't villainize the next person. Once you villainize the next person, you're gonna make it hard for you to like accept the fact that the shit over, because you're gonna be filled with hate, right? Just look at the things that you might have not been doing or you might have did wrong, and then you just grow from it. And then look at the things that you might have let like slip in. You know, you ain't never really check on certain things, or you might have let it get away with some shit, and some shit might have get out of control, and she might have started looking at you kind of different because, you know, there's some things you just never really thought it was worth kind of speaking on, or, you know, checking her for, probably throwing a little bit of disrespect your way. You might let it slide with it. And, you know, you like, shit, you gonna look back at it like, I ain't gonna lie, like, all right, bet. The next girl I probably fuck with, you know, I make sure I tighten up these little like areas right here. You feel me? If there's a lot of loose ends, you know, you go ahead and start working on majority of them, whatever it is. You know, you know what you got to work on, my nigga, right? But you know, relationships, that's the whole purpose, gang, is to build your character development. You feel me? You're gonna learn different things from certain people. Certain people gonna bring certain things out of you, or a certain side out of you, where it could be good or bad. And you know, you're gonna realize if you're really good at doing this when it comes to dealing with this one person, or you might realize that the next person bring a different side out of you, and it might be something you might have to work on. You feel me? So like, you gotta look at this shit as just like trials and error, bro. That's what relationships is.
And then that's it.
That's all that shit is, bro. Trial and errors, bro. And then this was the G-Wagon shit. I don't really care to watch that, but you know, like, back to what I saying, bro. Kai, you know, whenever you're ready to pop out, take as much time as you need to. Don't even stress it. Don't even stress it, my nigga. You know, keep your head up. This type of shit comes with the game, right? This what comes with the game. When you in love, you're gonna be blinded. And that's what comes with it, bro. Like, what we gonna do? Fault the nigga? You know, because there's like a million and one people that we could go back in history as content creators, Flight, all these niggas been in the same predicament. And look at Flight. Flight out here giving dating advice off his own trauma. But dealing with these hoes, gang, like that's what it is, bro. Like a nigga gotta learn, bro. Like you gotta let a nigga put himself in the fire so he can see how hot that motherfucker really is. And he gonna realize, boy, I ain't walking through that fire again. I'll walk around it and feel the heat draft from the fire, but I ain't walking in the fire and get burnt. You know what I'm saying? That's two different things. That's two different experiences, right? So, you know, you gotta let a motherfucker walk through the fire so he can realize, boy, I ain't walking through that motherfucker. No, I ain't going through that shit again. No. Right? Y'all niggas put all y'all eggs in a basket dealing with these girls until they like really make you want to crash out. You know, you're gonna realize, gang, life is way more than just being in a relationship. Focus on yourself, my nigga. That's all I can tell you. Focus on yourself.